The correct answer is true. Employers are responsible for sexual harassment by third parties if they know about the behavior. Sexual harassment harms the workplace. Sexual harassment can cause quitting or absences, low productivity, low morale, and interpersonal conflicts. Sexual harassment hurts everyone, not just the person being harassed. Legal requirements. An employer must have 1. A written anti-sexual harassment policy. 2. An anti-sexual harassment poster in English and Spanish in an obvious place. 3. An anti-sexual harassment fact sheet given to new employees. And 4. An anti-sexual harassment training for workers every year. You can find these resources at the end of the training. Consequences for employers. Employers may have to pay victims for lost wages and emotional harm. Employers may also be required to pay fines, change policies, be monitored, and/or take trainings. Remember, employers, managers, and supervisors, if you know about sexual harassment, you must take action to stop it. How should the employer respond?
Today, the construction worker asked me out again, but this time he asked me where I lived. I was worried he would follow me home. I told the mother of the family I worked for. This time she took action. She told the contractor that the worker could not continue working in her home.
What did the employer do? The mother reported the situation to the contractor and demanded that the worker no longer work in her home. Employers should take complaints seriously and act immediately.
The bank promoted several women to the leadership team. The new leadership created a group to provide input on how to improve the workplace. Then, the bank updated its policies on sexual harassment. It also banned inappropriate locations for client meetings, including strip clubs.
What did the employer do? The bank listened to its employees and developed new policies to address the employees' concerns about sexual harassment. Did you know complaints of sexual harassment decrease when women are in positions of leadership?
I told another manager about the drawing. This manager took down the drawing, investigated the incident, and brought in a trainer to talk about gender identity and sexual harassment, and everyone attended. The incident was bad, but the manager's response made it better.
What did the manager do? The manager immediately removed the drawing. The manager quickly began an investigation. The manager brought in a trainer to address the problem. Managers and supervisors must take immediate action.
My boss was standing next to me when the guest checked out. The guest said,
"You Muslim girls would look so much prettier without that thing on your head."
So my boss said to the guest, "Please don't speak to the staff that way." The guest said,
"I'm allowed to say what I want."
My boss told the guest he's no longer welcome at the hotel.
What did the boss do? The boss first told the guest to stop. Then he told the guest to not return to the hotel. An employer must take action to stop sexual harassment, even if it means losing business. How should the employer respond? Encourage reporting. Take complaints seriously. Separate the people involved without punishing the person who complained. Investigate thoroughly and take corrective action quickly. Retaliation is illegal. Retaliation is punishment for speaking up about sexual harassment. When is it retaliation? Retaliation can happen after someone opposes sexual harassment, reports or files a complaint of sexual harassment, or participates in an investigation of sexual harassment. Here are examples of retaliation: firing, denial of a promotion, threats, a negative performance review, change in scheduling, exclusion from meetings.
I'm Ditya and I'm a cashier. A month ago, a male coworker told me he liked my new haircut. I reported him to my supervisor, Claire. Claire said she was annoyed that I made a big deal out of nothing. After, Claire took me off the schedule because she didn't want any more complaints.
Is it sexual harassment? Comments about appearance are often connected to gender, but the coworker's comment was not offensive. No, this is not sexual harassment. Is it retaliation? Yes, because Claire is punishing Ditya for reporting behavior. It does not matter whether the behavior was actually sexual harassment. If Ditya believed that it was, that is enough. The store is legally responsible for Claire's actions.